Hello, Soul Sparkers. Welcome to your third day challenge in Discovery in Transsoul Silver Academy. I'm Deanna, your Soul Spark coach. Today we're learning about refraction and how refraction is experienced not just in physics, but also in nature, and how we as human beings use this process of refraction in our daily life by processing emotions and thoughts and things that we see and get stored and refracted further out. So there's a bit of a tricky, more interesting subject, because Translucifer Academy is based on the premise that we are all interconnected at a quantum level, that we live in a electrical universe where even if we see it through the visible spectrum, or if we don't see it through the invisible spectrum, or even at a more very finite spectrum of quanta particles or light photons, we are all immersed into this energy field. So truly, Western culture and philosophy does not help us understand why we develop traumas, why we develop illnesses, why what's the connection with things that we experience and that we attract in our life. Although Western medicine is very good at making sure to put a band-aid on our pain, and doing surgery and giving us medication to kind of alleviate the problems that we experience. In the case for depression, for example, right, we get antidepressants which suppress actually your emotions. However, if we do not process in a healthy way things that we experience, or emotions that we experience, they over time settle themselves like dust in their respective chakra, and during time, over the years, they get stored in the outer layers of our biofield, of our auric field. What we do in Transsoul Academy, in order for us to experience a joyful life, enjoy every day in an autonomous way, without having to go through a tremendous amount of effort, we need to learn to redirect the brain patterns that our emotions and our brain learned to use to process information. So, for example, if we have trauma since when we are a child, our brain, and let's say our self-safety has been threatened, our brain reacts in flight and fight mode. So truly your meridians, especially the triple warmer that surrounds from here over and stops at your heart, comes into effect, and it kicks in and tells you, it's good for you to be, if you would like to stay safe and be safe. That's my puppy, so ignore it. This is a little Foxy. You'll get to meet him eventually. So our brain channels those electricity, because this is how the brain works, in a certain path. Well, over time, that path gets deeper and deeper, and sooner than later, we'll have a Grand Canyon there. However, later on, when we grow and we do not experience that threat anymore, but we, let's say, encounter somebody, let's say a worker in our workplace, somebody, or a colleague, or maybe our husband or our child, who displays the same or says a word, or or even a smell, there's something in the environment, that thing triggers back the exact memory which is still stored in the auric field. Therefore, the brain reacts the same way. And obviously, that's not what we want, because now, let's say over years, we are in a better spot. We maybe processed a little bit of the trauma. We went to the psychologist, to the counseling. We talked over and over about it. We cried over it over time. And yet, sooner or later, it happens again. That triggering in us something that's been still that our body has learned to process the same way. What we learn here in Trans-Soul Silver Academy is to rewire the brain, learn a bypass. So this means that I see, and my understanding, when I'm combining, physics and quantum physics and energetic and electric universe in understanding how we process emotions, I see humans as a prism. Because, let's say, the information that we receive, which is an energetic package, and I'm comparing it with a light beam of a sun ray, for example, from light from an electrical device or a bulb of light, our human body takes that information, that energetic package, and reassigns its information packets inside in its different chakras. So let's say if I'm hearing a song, for example, that is exactly a comparison, like a beam of white light or a sun ray hitting the prism. So it comes into us, where at quantum speed, obviously, that song with words in it, with maybe pictures or like video clip that we saw in the background, get everything that we see and we associate based on our former emotions or traumas or PTSD or whatever we had, it gets reassigned. So those that train of informational packets that we received through this song, for example, or a music video clip, will be assigned to their specific chakras. So let's say if there's a trigger in there that reminds me of problems, or let's say something happened when I was little, and since then I'm so traumatized that I can never smell anymore, let's say, orange juice. Just an example, right? Something happened, parents got mad at me when I was little, and at that moment I had an orange juice, and I got so traumatized that my reaction in my internal body and in the psychosomatic processing of energies and information, since then I cannot stand anymore orange juice. Well, however, in this song that I saw today, or listened today, or I saw it on TV or in the media, has that orange juice that goes with it. Somebody is drinking orange juice and somebody has to sing a song, for example. Well, that information goes into my story, and triggers an old feeling, an old emotion that got stuck and it hasn't been processed in my root chakra. And the word that I heard gets stored in my heart chakra, because maybe I didn't feel loved at that time when that incident happened with we'll call it the orange juice event, right? So us human beings are like a prism, and our mission and vision at Trans-Soul Silver Academy is to take the information that we receive and understand how we everything that we process internally gets stored in different chakras, which amazingly, beautifully, or I don't know, coincidence, or I don't know what it is, but it's similar to how rainbow sparks when the right conditions are being given, when sunlight gets refracted in the little raindrops that sit on the cloud, the fine raindrops, when we get rainbows. Another reason that we work with colors is because I believe that you, my tribe, are together with me, and all of us together are the next rainbow warriors who spark a higher frequency for the planet. We truly need this to have a better outcome and somehow to reach that mass moment where we can leave this earth of trouble and wars and things that we don't want on this planet, and selfishness and cynicism and cruelty. We want to separate from that. We want to build a better one, and quantum physics has proven that parallel universes do exist, and we each have one choice each second to connect ourselves with the tribe and make an intent and live by intent. And this is where heart activation breathing comes into play, because we want to live from the heart. I want you to be experiencing this journey, learning to live from the heart, follow your intuition, and make a better living for you and for your loved ones, and go out in the world as the next rainbow warriors and teach these things to the next person next to you, or whoever's willing to hear it and ready to hear about this mission. Therefore, we are like a prism that refracts back light, and we're learning here how to clear the debris from our auric field, using different tools and different techniques each day. So for today, please go into your type form and answer your questions in regards to the different chakras, and look at the correspondence between each chakra and the feeling attached to each chakra. What does each chakra stand for? And this is for today. Please take your type form, read the attached file that explains with visuals more about what we're learning here in Transsoul Silver Academy, and how we are all quantum connected with each other. Take the type form, put your email in, send it to yourself. You will receive that, get a snapshot of your email, and post it in Facebook group, in our Soul Spark Facebook group. So please nominate one person that you think they are smashing it and they're doing a great job staying on track with their daily challenges, and nominate somebody that's brand new who just signed up, probably in Discovery. And I hope to see you tomorrow with joy and with a desire to live a better life and live from the heart and follow your intuition on a daily basis, following our protocols. I love you, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Love you, and have a great day. Love you. Bye.